to the next level. Enjoy amazing features with the new DTT decoder by
Offer some prayers, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين الله الذي جعل لكم الأرض قرارا والسماء بناء وصوركم فأحسنوا صوركم ورجاء من دهيبات ذلكم الله ربكم فتبارك الله رب العالمين هو الحي لا إله إلا هو فادعوه مخلصين له الدين الحمد لله رب العالمين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Amen. Shukran, Imam Jallo. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God, Jehovah, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the Creator and Preserver of all humankind throughout the whole face of the globe, we call upon you this day that you look kindly upon the creation that you have made, and that with your goodness and mercy that you refine the hearts and minds of all humankind throughout the whole world, so that your goodness will remain and be the rule and be the order of the action and attitude of people to people, of nation to nation, of group to group, so that your love will embrace each and everybody, your dignity that you have put in each and every human person will be respected and upheld to the good and benefit of all who live. And so we ask that you continue to be with us in this nation, the Gambia, and be with this commission as we seek out the truth in order to bring about reconciliation, reparation, and that we know at the end of all the exercise, you, the just judge of all mankind, will give what is due to all. This we ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop Odiko. Council, are we ready with this morning's witness? If we are, please proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Commissioners. We are ready to proceed with our witness today. Our witness today is going to be testifying in a private session and has therefore been provided with a witness protection sheet, which shall be used in this commission today. The identity of the witness for today shall be protected, and we're urging everyone to abide and respect the rules of a protected witness. Please, Mr. Usher, can the witness be positioned? Mr. Usher, may the witness be sworn in without mentioning her name for broadcast. Thank you.
I do swear that
Ben Kalila.
Yes.
the voice is not extra.
Go ahead.
I do swear that
Ben Kalila.
I'll speak the truth,
Metonya fola.
the whole truth,
Onyabe.
and nothing but the truth.
Linte fem fola mum manke tonyati.
So help me God.
Woto alama ala indema.
To alma ala ndema.
Thank you, Mr. Asha. Good morning, Madam Witness, and welcome to the TRRC.
Sama sedo and be bismillah la TRRC yang samandan.
And thank you for your willingness to come and testify today.
And baraka ba ke la songa la purkana ila sede andro di jang.
You have opted to speak in the Mandinka language before this commission.
Yeto bondo ke ko do di amla ni mande ka ngola ni komisama nyati ngola.
Therefore, in this regard,
Moto dalilo kamba.
you will have to listen to my questions in English
Sila mo ina ni karo la membe ni kala ni tuwa bukangola.
and then wait for the interpretation in Mandinka
No sila mo ni kan soro la membe kala ni mande ka kangola.
before you shall give your answer.
Janni be la jabiro di la.
We are urging you to give a few seconds between the questions and the interpretation.
Dum hanin kam be dani la folo ni karo fanan di tela ni karo ni mo janni be jabiro ke la sila mo ni kan soro la folo fasi kan soro ke fo janni be jabiro di la.
And your answer before the commission.
Nani wala mo janni be jabiro ni di la ni komisama nyati ngola.
Therefore, we don't overlap in speaking.
Isaje ni kamala ko dia mo ni kana sele nyokang.
For today, we shall go through the following issues.
Comme biti si wodombe be fanal memala wala nyinti ko.
We shall talk about your background, your age, and your name.
Be follow la men wala mu itala mu jumati ila sanji ibe sanji jelu ani ibe sabatri ndame.
Which you shall confirm as stated in the protected sheet before you.
Andu wo itala fa do to nyende la kayto la men be alon ko be bul kayto la me alon ko ka fa protected witness wala mi kayto me alon ko be marwala kono.
We shall also go through your educational background.
Nimboda wala mbirila londo wala karola e karango kenyi dati minto la fa ni fo ya bandamento.
Which you shall confirm as stated in the said protected sheet before you.
Andu wo fana itala ba to nyende la kayto la membe bulo kono wala protected witness kayto membe marli bulo kono je memu tankari kayto de.
We shall also talk about your work experience.
Ninga be ninga boda je fana ngila do ko nyinga la yelondo men so do ko la karola be wo fana juwe la.
And your work and support you've given to people living with HIV and AIDS.
Andu ngedo ko aninge maro men di molla men yalon ko nyin kuran keso be la me ka fu me HIV AIDS.
We shall talk about your diagnosis of having HIV.
Mbe diamra kula fana me yalon ko kabri ye teste ine ko to boy natana je ko AIDS be kuran be la.
And when and how you contacted HIV.
Andu wati jumalem andu nyaadi la fana mi nyin kuran nyin inata na soto.
We shall go through the registration and admission process that you went through.
Be fanna fana julo wala ni be taro kala kasaforo ke ita yesilol menta pour que safe
Be admitted to the President's Alternative Treatment Program.
hanika fo idar na bula president membe njangala jaralo programme min lada nyame fo yeto safe idate to safe je.
You will tell us about your medical health condition before you had joined the said Alternative Treatment Program.
Andung haninka bi fana janni be dum ya jamme president membe njangala o jaralo programme ni janni be dum ila jara kende ani al halo nyimbe nyame bo fana fo la nyele.
You shall tell the Commission about the way and manner in which the treatment was administered on you.
Andung haninka bi fana ba fana mole ko nyala jaralo nyin ya ke kan nyame silo men bo fana fo la commission ayani.
You should tell us about the medical health conditions of you and other persons during the said treatment.
Mbe ba fala mole ne fana ngiti ani mo ilo no kota mo wala jara kenda ni na al halo ben nyame wato ni altata yo jaralo ni kono.
You shall tell the Commission about the evasion of your privacy by your face being revealed on public TV.
Ndu haninka bi ba fala commission wa fana ngani wala minti ko jaralo ni ka bi data fo dabula jaralo ni kono ye wanyaro men ke nya dala ke tandi dunia be kono wala television to pour imo dunia be nyaayeje.
You shall inform the Commission the reasons why you were asked to leave the treatment.
Ba fala commission wa fana dalila jumale ya sabu fo inarna fo ko ida boy saying idata jaralo ni na ko kono saying.
You shall also tell the Commission the impact the said treatment had on you and your family.
Ngani kabiba fala commission wa fana ni jaralo ni to min be ko la kabita kono ye ko le akol men so itete fan kunni ani la dimbayalu.
At this point, I shall then hand you over to the Chair and the Commissioners for any questions they might have for you.
Nimbe botala ni ngini karo ni jabro bote bala mbera ko tala ngadi commission alla pour mi wal fana ne ngini karo so la fanna la esi ngini ka.
Then you shall be given the opportunity to give any closing remark you may have.
Ni obotala bina kuma ni murum le da fon kan sedo pour mi ata e kuma so to bela fle ko da so na menna.
And also any recommendations.
Anu ni atra fu so fana me alon ko dia molen suder la ngoto men so ila mi la lo resu fandi.
Madam Witness, if you are ready and comfortable at this point, we may proceed.
Sedo hanin kabi sila ni atra be pare ne be sidla men do pour ma tenten isa commencer. iparetale bang
Selo iparetale bang pura damuta.
Mparetale.
I'm ready.
Thank you, Madam Witness.
baraka
Please, can you confirm to this commission that your name,
Si atonya and the commission ito abesafari ni dahani ni ito for Bantala.
your date of birth, and your address are correct as stated on the protective sheet before you?
Wakullo kaito mumbe buluje wonya ito besafari nje nyaming ibota daming aning ilako kibaro buluje nyaming iba tonya yandilale iba fulale ha wala mtonyati membe kaito bala abe nyale.
Wala mtonyati membe kaito bala abe nyale.
Yes, it's exactly as written on the document.
Can you confirm that your background is it's correct as stated in the protective sheet that you have?
Isinim fana tonya yandi ila ko Kenya alhakatu ifanga kibaro Kenya membe safari kaito bala mko fana mutonya altikabe kaito bala nyaming wala mbang
Hankay abe wala nyam.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Can you please tell this commission when you were first diagnosed with HIV?
isa fono commission we wati jumalem wati foloti tembo men ye kotobo inatana jako kunkura ngobela
Wonyale lafta afalale nga sa so nyami.
Ya Kenya nka wala wati jumalem ite anatal long inata long konin kura bela wati jumalem moti.
Ya 2004 le nga kalamta.
I came to know that I am having the virus in 2004.
Atunga as dawon sotonu.
I had an accident.
Ngalla banyun sanji kilin kar kononto. Ade.
Then after the accident, I was admitted at the hospital in Banjul for 1 year, 9 months.
Madam Witness, can you tell this commission where you had this accident and how it occurred?
isa fono commission we ni accident woni ya soto mintola no akeno ran nyaadi da foy dabula ni accident oto
Mutole takisilo kan.
A vehicle knocked me down on the road.
You may continue.
Sai taxi natan sikain sambas sarakunda laptano to.
A taxi picked me up from that scene of the accident and took me to the Serakunda main hospital.
William Bulande ambulance okone samba banyun.
They placed me in an ambulance and took me to the Banjul hospital.
Kola natan nsimo tabakuje.
Then my leg was treated and put in a cast.
Janni betabaho kila watu yelo dinna litar nani.
Before they put that cast on my leg, I was given blood transmission about 4 liters.
Kola le natalaje fo sanji kilin kar kononto.
Well, after that, I spent 1 year, 9 months admitted in the hospital there.
To etabaho nsimu kensimu te kadro bondile edoki ye naman betia edo fananki.
Because the cast put on my leg has to be removed time to time, and sometimes the one they put there, if they realize that it is not properly done or it's not in a good condition, they will remove it and put another cast on my leg. That took place about 3 times. With all that, my leg was unable to be straightened. Up to now, my bones are broken and splintered. If I walk for a short distance or for a little distance, my leg will become swollen up to this date. In fact, presently, another wound appeared on my leg below, and it is now 4 months, and I've been dressing this wound, and still it cannot be healed. Then later on, I was discharged from the hospital. I went to my home. After going home, I stayed at home for some time, but again my leg started troubling me seriously. Then I went back to the hospital.
Ade.
I went back to the hospital inforni.
Sorry, Madam Witness. If I may take you back a bit. In your statement, you had stated that at the time of the accident you were pregnant. Is that correct?
Yes, sorry about that. I missed to mention that. I was pregnant for 2 months at the time of the accident.
Can you tell this commission about what happened to that baby?
I delivered that baby at the hospital in Banjul when I was admitted there. Well, during my admittance at the hospital, it looks like they forgot about my pregnancy. They concentrated on my leg. Then they didn't inject me for the pregnancy. They didn't give me Fansida or any other medicine due to me for my pregnancy. Then one day I called the nurse and I told her, I hope you people haven't forgotten that I am pregnant. She looked at me and said, well, you are right. Then she also went on to inform me that most likely tomorrow you will be discharged, but you will not go for a long distance. You have to stay around in the Combo here. You will be staying in the Greater Banjul area. I went home and just after a month, in the second month, my stomach started paining. Then that was the time when I went to Bundung at the Jame Foundation Hospital. They checked me and told me that you will deliver your baby today. Then they informed me that they will put me on board an ambulance and take me to the Banjul Hospital. I told them that I am not going to Banjul. I have never delivered in Banjul. Because I heard people narrating the problems they encountered during their deliveries at the Banjul Hospital. So I don't want to encounter that same problem in Banjul.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Up to this point, had you been diagnosed with HIV?
I didn't
get that from the Banjul Hospital. They didn't do that for me. I didn't get the checkup from Banjul.
Thank you. Can you tell this commission at what point you were diagnosed with HIV?
HIV/AIDS.
After my delivery, I went back to my home. Then my leg started paining. It gave me a serious problem that I have to go to the hospital near my home. And I got counseling from the people at that hospital. Then they also informed me that we want to check you to see whether you have another sickness or not. And I said, okay, you can go ahead with the checkup. Then they tested me and discovered that I have the HIV virus. Not only myself, but even my baby also has the HIV virus. Because I had suckled the baby for almost 1 year at that point.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Earlier on in your testimony, you told us that you had a blood transfusion after the accident.
accident ni soro ina na yelo manko do soro
as dan ko to yelo min bonta asiaba talawat ne litar nan dinna di sense sport pour yen singo doku.
Well, after the accident, I bled so much so that when I was taken to the hospital, they realized that I need blood. So this is why they decided to fix blood transfusion for me.
Can you tell this commission how you contacted HIV?
dan foi sa fono nyin commission e nyin kuran ke so ka fme HIV AIDS kabri ye ko boy na ya soto nyaadi ya fo en ba
ya fanyi ko abennale.
Well, I was just informed that I have the virus.
Madam Witness, before the accident, were you ever diagnosed with HIV?
yen nyin accident nyin kere ngo ikam fo ina de ko bol ban kaaje ko nyin kuran ke so abela la ba
ani janninga asdan so de namna kalamta ko abennale.
I never realized or I never knew that I have the virus before the accident.
Therefore, your diagnosis came after you had received the blood transfusion and had gone home and even breastfeeded your son for a year plus.
Amunta itela longo konyin jankar keso bela. Bring accident keta hanfo yelolo ye fo kola isaita su ijidita ye dimu susundi fu sanji killing utumole mu ina taitan dila konyin jankar keso bela.
Kabin nyalo wonyama kulat nangan ding cebal mun yalon ko ibembulu be sam ngi test.
Yes, that's how it happened. So this is why after I was diagnosed, I decided to take my other children, the ones I had before, I took them all to be tested so that I will know their situation or their condition. I also took my husband to be tested. But with the help of Allah, it was discovered that none of them had the virus. It was only myself and the newborn baby who had the virus. That's how things stood at that time.
Thank you, Madam Witness. So, can you tell this commission from the way the whole accident went and the blood transfusion and your consultation with the doctors, were you told how they presumed that you got HIV?
isa fo no commission e bring accident kerel ani yele bongo be narna kela fo inarna ikotobo e kaaje ko nyin kuran keso bela fo inarna fo ne bang e yin kuran keso nyin anarna sababu ikanyame ba
mama ba kede
ako bring accident keta yalo ko yele jamale bote bala wala na ina tayelo ite yelo dundi jato kono wo wucce umumo be kono wayri docteur le bije fo ilawo jubero kono e ma foye wala imaje ko nyin kurango be lale o tembo
ani imawo jibe la fam ferande.
No, they didn't check it up and they didn't tell me anything about the virus at that time.
Nata mo ko watan tan yala mun ka yelo di ko mun ka donation oke ibuke yelo jibe o taimu ka jibe fo ni yelo min takanten ko ka di mo la fa sa so to faman sa so to.
Then I had information from people that in those days people who donate blood were not checked or tested to see if they had the virus or not. They just donate blood and they just take that for granted and give that blood to other people without testing the blood to see if it is infected or not. So that was the time, that was what was happening in those days. They don't check the blood, they don't test it, and this blood is given to others.
Sorry, Mr. Chair, I wish to have the witness positioned in a way that I can actually have contact with her. May we have 2 minutes just to do that? Thank you very much. We may continue. Can you tell this commission what happened after you were diagnosed?
Silang foi sa fono condition e mona nara na ke kota ke biri ye kotobo. Biri ye kotobo ni ngura wala.
Bili ko yan ko yung jankar ke so belale.
Ang continue ta ka borota, yang council konse borota.
Well, after I was diagnosed, then during the counseling, they told me to be taking medicine. That's how I started taking this medicine.
Ya marjama dinna.
They advised me a lot about what to do and what not to do.
Inata ya marfanong fonse dinno bonni sunyola.
And they also advised me to stop suckling the baby.
Nata wada haka dinno susunni na be continue ta ka borota.
That's how I stopped the suckling, and we went on using the same medicine myself and my baby.
Can you
nala kolya kama komisanto to kata loptano to akambatan de baka otumo nsumba gararu nyami.
In those days, I had a serious challenge because my leg was in such a bad condition that even moving around I found it difficult. So going to the hospital on and off really gave me a challenge in those days.
Doktoro ninka mako anata fonyo ko yamara sain natara kombolem wolte fisiala promoto soto kata loptano to bang.
Then the doctor advised me to come and stay around the Greater Bandul area because it will be easier for me to be going to the hospital at any time that I need to go to the hospital rather than staying in Fonyi.
Nata Fonyi sain matumi transfer brika mangal letero safe saunje ninjere be soniala.
Then the doctor informed me that he's going to write a letter for me, and so that I can be transferred to Brikama. Then I'll be going to the Brikama Health Center. This is how I transferred to Brikama. Then I started taking my medicines from the Brikama hospital.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Can you please tell this commission the type of medication that you were given to take to help control your HIV status?
Silang foi sa fono nyin condition e biri ye kotobo e nalna ikana na mun bori sifale dila puru ika ming isaje nyin ise kuran keso nyin isa marano iba ijaro kono.
In
those days, I was given Septrin, multivitamin, and Bico. That's the same medicine that they gave me for my baby, but the ones that are for my baby are in liquid form.
Thank you. So it is therefore correct to say that you're telling this commission at that stage your health was in a good condition.
And because
of that, you were only put on certain medications that anyone can take on a daily basis.
That's how it happened. And after taking these medicines for some time, they told me to go and perform another test again. Then they told me that, well, you are still in a healthy condition. I told them to tell me how good is my health condition, whether I am highly healthy or whatever. Then the doctor told me that your CD4 is at the level of 1,400. And my baby's level was 1,750. Then I went on taking the medicine. And in those days, I was in a wheelchair. Then after that, I tried until later on I was able to move about without the wheelchair. Then I was given some walking sticks, crutches, which were 4 in number. Then I was coming and going with those 4 sticks until at a point I had to put away all the 3 sticks. Now I have only 1 crutch which I used to walk with.
ko kilon fana ngora domon fo ala yake mbuka ko fana yusunu.
After some time walking with that single crutch, later on I was able to move about without even a crutch. So I was able to move about myself without using a crutch.
Simona koliaka man ninga dula jamo tamaka yitinya maka ndimi konoto.
But still, if I walk for a long distance, my leg pains me seriously, and it's always an internal pain.
Latina wakil tanka do ko yuska en kotake.
This is why I decided to go back using the stick, the walking stick. That's how my condition is right now.
Thank you, Madam Witness. You've told this commission that when you were first diagnosed and even second tested, your CD count was high and you were in a healthy state even though you had pain in your hip.
Mfanya commission ya jam follow kabri kotobo inar ne test fulanye kotobo fulanye nge fanang hanin kabila CD count nying abe selerene abe santo bakele amanji
ala de marota amanji because niyat nan safak amanji nga doctor la ya marolta.
Yes, my CD count was high and I was really healthy because I stuck to the advice of the doctors, doing whatever they told me to do.
Ya marom mfanyinka boro minga nyama.
And I used to take my medication the way I was instructed to do.
I
don't fail my appointments. I'm always punctual for my appointments.
And in your statement, you have even mentioned that you were so healthy that certain people were thinking you were not HIV positive.
Ila kuma kaonkono membe safiroto ya itandije fanongo ila jara kenda nyinga be nyinyari nenu hani modo fo nyaaya jafa buka mira fanko nyukura nkeso abelale.
Yaro laptano to inatan kan suje ka tandina ko kafol be kerenne.
Yes, that's quite true. And even in the hospital they later informed me there are organizations existing.
Nata yankan sunna dungo kafol kono.
Then after I was given that information about these organizations, that's the time when I decided to join one of the organizations.
Kuma jamal fonni je fon kata kansun na dulat taran sensation wala.
I was given a lot of information when I joined that organization. In fact, that's the time when we started going around to sensitize other people.
Madam Witness, can you tell the commission the name of the organization that you joined?
Inkafo nyimmengi ikafuda nyimmenna. Polisi atofo no nyeraba.
Utumembe join na kafo ko nantar kata attempt to president inu.
When I joined the organization, I was made the president of the
Support Society.
Attempt to Support Society.
Thank you. Continue to tell us the work that you did with Alatem to Society.
Silang inumbara tentenka ya fonye ining Alatem to kafo nying kabri ikafutaje ale mudo go menke.
Kabrin kafutaje kafo ya jibi kongo ingenda president tombonale.
After joining the organization, by that time they had no president. That's the time when they decided that they should have a president.
Because iko musu follow mintombo among active.
They said they had selected someone initially to be the president of the organization, but that person turned out to be somebody who was passive. She was not active at all.
Because I self-stigma soto.
Because he had something like self-stigma.
Nata fonyo ko nibe kala kafo nyaton ko te fose ke moti mi yalon ko ibe kala mol karandila moli e lo mo jama yeje.
And I was told that they don't want somebody like that to lead the organization. They want somebody who will be able to stand and try to join people, who will sensitize people, who will be able to speak on behalf of the organization.
Madam Witness, can you tell us what you're referring to as self-stigmatization?
Silang fesa for no ni ko ni self-stigmatization. Akoto muneti fesa for no nyeba.
Koto munti America mabo bakalam kala familia long abukala familia aje.
Well, that happens to me that this person doesn't like to be seen. She's always hiding. She doesn't want people to see her. That's why she doesn't want to come out publicly. So it looks like she was hiding herself.
Self stigma kujamala firi nabe kafoko nakamira mofla sababu siribe kumofole kala kumolefo.
Then that means also that if 2-3 people are sitting away from her discussing, she always thinks that they are discussing about her.
Katara siri faye always na bala family kono.
Even with her family, she's always sitting alone. Even if she's coming to join the organization at meetings, she will come hiding herself. She wouldn't like people to see her publicly sometimes. That's why they informed me that, can you take the leadership of the organization? I said yes.
Thank you, Madam Witness. So tell us what you did, what sort of support you gave to other persons living with HIV when you took over the Alatentu Society.
Silang afanya birita da fo nyi nyaton ko ya palaso ta nyin kafo do ka fme Alatentu kafo ite munde marsifal di mo kotangol men yalan ko e fana nyin kuran keso soto le ka fme HIV AIDS
follow nyine fanya kum constitution ko sanyi nan neveje.
I was initially given the information that in the organization's constitution, leadership position, you have to be there for 4 years. Within those 4 years, if you are able to deliver properly, you will be there for the complete 4 years. But if you are unable to deliver, then you will spend only 2 years as leader, and then you will leave the leadership position, somebody else will take over. But with the grace of Allah, I was able to deliver, so I led the organization for the 4 years mandated. As a president of the organization, that didn't prevent me from going around with them to counsel other people. Well, I also participated in the home-based counseling because there are others who are sick. There are people who decided to run away from them. They don't take care of them. So I will go with other members of the organization to render help to those types of people. We go to their homes, help them voluntarily, and provide them sometimes with their needs. Well, with the grace of Allah, some were able to survive, but some passed away. Sometimes if there are workshops or training, I will select people to go and attend if I cannot go. Well, that happened that we didn't have much problem because there were women whose husbands allowed them to move, but there were other women too whose husbands passed away. Also, we got help if somebody is advised or counseled from at the hospital and comes back. If the person comes to the office, then we will continue to give her counseling more than what she was told at the hospital. We in fact decided to select somebody who will be doing that counseling for the organization. Because it's done in such a way that if that person comes to the organization and meets us sitting down, chatting nicely, laughing and making jokes to one another, they will even forget their troubles, they will forget their problems and join us.
Thank you, Madam Witness. So you're telling this commission that your group was a supportive group for other people living with HIV, especially women.
Munde lafta kafo mole nako ebe nyin kafo nyi mem ala tendu kafo te amu kafo le me alango akade marole di molla surtout molla me alango nyin kuran keso soro anwa be ko no wala musoldi amanke musol damnati musol nyin dinni wala.
Not only women, we were there with children also.
Was dinni wodol fam bi yel min alango e positive ta.
Because there were children who were diagnosed with the virus. They were positive.
Because
during my counseling, if I am offered something, I collect those things and put them together so that I can render help to those children. I will bring them to the office, organize breakfast for them and lunch.
Ani musical care.
And also to make them happy, we will also provide music, which is musical care for them.
Dinno tara sanji fulakata sangatang anilu.
From 2 years children to 15-year children.
Those
around 15 years, we used to take them to the hall.
From Uganda.
Well, then I later received some cassettes from the hospital, which were drama cassettes from Uganda.
So can we hold on a second, interpreter and witness? Commissioner Kinde wants to raise a point of order. Was a point
I have observed in the interpretation when the lady said the interpreter said their husbands allowed them to go about. I did not understand it that way. I want us to clear that. Some were divorced because of the stigma or whatever. It's very important. We need to capture it if that is the case.
Kadama nyilinka wolem asekentele filter iko menu kenyol yebula le pour katabang fodum ya amunta yela futu le bang
do bi yalon ike kansol leptano ko na pour yeke ma samana ya fay ko nyine benna.
Well, there are women who were cancelled and told to bring their husbands to the hospital so that they can be tested.
Naka photo ngomba jama so niyo ke kewe so ko no lastly aka fenko yabo dami telalo ya so dami so pak yebonna bum kono.
Well, it happened that some men, if they are told to go for counseling, they will tell the woman that, well, you know where you got this sickness, so pack up and leave. This is how some were divorced from their marriages. Some were there also, after disclosing that they are positive, their husbands refused to go for treatment. So those type of men later passed away because they refused to take any medication. So the disease became very serious with them and they had to die.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Thank you, Commissioner Kinte, for the correction of that interpretation. You have told this commission that your I'll Attend to Support group was an active group that actually supported women. And whenever we talk about women, we talk about children as well, because we know women always carry their children along, and it supported children in this aspect. We would like to know, did your organization work with any other organization that also supported people living with HIV?
Fo alin kafu dolu kafta nyoma le kado ko ke banka makoro di molula meni alon ko nyanjankaro bela
what jansoro ni UNDP kado ko kele anin NAS.
Well, there was a time when we used to work with UNDP and NAS
anin Action Aid
plus Action Aid.
Ni proposal sa fe ngasambe jama eka profile.
Whenever we need something, we will write a proposal and take it to them. And in many cases, they will approve the proposal. Sometimes we want to help women for tie and dye and batik making plus soap making. We did a lot of that, and sometimes, in fact, at our office, we used to do poultry farming there and gardening.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Is the I'll Attend to Society still functional?
Yes,
it's still in existence, but it has really, the organization's affairs has deteriorated.
Thank you. Tell us why?
Before, we used to get a lot of funds, especially from Global Fund, but that also has gone down. That's why things have gone down.
Global Fund
and Global Fund themselves have gone down in a way.
ntolmi executive folti matu no jeden kataje le wat ni wati.
The leaders of the organization, we cannot leave things like that. So we continued going there from time to time.
And in dono so from what do ka 3 months meeting di mollalenka meeting ka sinya keling in quarterly.
Well, the donors also sometimes continue to help us. So this is why we organize meetings in a quarterly form. So that we can still remember each other, come together and continue teaching each other. Whenever there is going to be a meeting, we will take one of the social workers to come there and continue to teach us about things existing.
Thank you, Madam Witness. So you're telling this commission that even though there's lack of funding, the organization is still trying to survive by its members who are in it.
Munda ilafta ka commission ya ko wala mnyinti ko hani nyaonya kafo nying asembo do yata nyaonya bari nyaaton ko nyi wat ni wadi ka kafu nyokanne ka bajongi nyokanne pour que la ko dol tamande pour isita
ali yalo nkawoke mine kama mo labaw ni medunkan nimma wo system fananke wol talum na mune caring.
Well, we are doing that because those who are late to come and join the organization, if we don't continue organizing meetings and the teaching, well, those who came in lately will not know what's going on. And also those meetings, when we meet with the new members, that will also help them to understand, and it will also help them to forget about their problems.
Thank you very much, Madam Witness. At this point, can you tell us when was the first time you heard about the President's alternative treatment?
Sila nyintembe na wadi jumala kirela wadi follow de yamwe ko nundo president membe nunjang ay njara lo nying ay ada mudale.
Yo lunkin nata somandambe office auto.
It was one day in the morning I came to the office.
Na do ko nyodo nata konye ko he yamwe le mbe kirim banka ko hani.
One of my colleagues came to me and told me, have you heard what's going on now? I said no. She informed me that she heard that the president is curing people, and in fact the first organization which was formed in the country, a lot of their members have gone to join that treatment.
Madam Witness, can you tell the Commission the name of that first organization you're referring to?
That's the organization called Santayala.
Thank you. You may continue.
When she gave me this information, I asked her, are you really serious? She said yes. Then I said, if that is the situation, I pray to Allah so that that will be true, so that we also can all become healed again. She asked me, are you going? I said, yes, I will be going there. I asked her too, aren't you going? She said she will also go. Then I told her that if you want to really show a better example of leadership, the leader has to lead. So I'll be going so that other members of the organization can follow me up. If I don't know what is going on there, I will not push people to go there without myself knowing what is existing there.
Madam Witness, can you tell the Commission what year this was?
Year 2007.
If I can remember properly, it was the year 2007.
Thank you. You may continue about how you registered.
After that information, we stayed for 2 days. On the third day, I told her, let's go. Then I asked her, where are people registered for those who want to join this treatment? She told me that people are registered at the Serekunda hospital.
Maybe Nintara je fo France kan tara chance kan sinkulo jibenye.
I said, okay, that will be good because my trip will be in a double form or two-way. Because I have my leg like this, my bones are still broken. If I go there, because I heard that the president's father also is a bone healer. So if I go for the treatment of the president, I will also go to his father so that he can heal my leg. So when we went, we found other people there. They told us to stand in a queue.
Sorry, Madam Witness, can you confirm for the commission, where were you at this point? Where did you go to?
Silang for isa for no commission nyintembe na silang itara mindole.
Ako?
Itara mindole.
Sainte.
Wato wal tata dami.
Ndara kani Filiptano di ko kataro ke wolt.
We went to the Carnegie Hospital because they told us that that's where people's names are taken.
Nata doctor taraje Dr. Njai ka fa fun Dr. Njai bang anado ko nyol.
We found one Dr. Njai there plus some of his colleagues.
Inata na pesarota anin na yela inna BP ta.
They took our weights and our BP.
I register wala nyama.
This is how we were registered.
Sorry, Madam Witness, before your registration, was there any blood sample taken from you to do an HIV test?
Janni be ito sala pour que register fo inarna kotoboro ke la ban wala bindi ka je ko ka jube fo nyum kuran keso même HIV/AIDS fa be la ba.
Ha ye yelol fananta jele.
Yes, they took our blood samples.
And can you tell this commission when your results came out after it was taken?
Pesa fo no sila mole ngati jumala kabri nyin kotoboro ke wati jumala inarna result zone nyin findindina.
So nata fintile wati meri mete.
The results took a long time before they were brought out.
Baljanni results mina atara mata kumas kata bangin bor mingol.
Even before the results were published, we had already started taking medicine in Banjul.
Can you tell the commission on what day you were registered? Was it the same day you went there?
Pesa fo no sila mole fana lunjumalam itara yeto register fo lunkili ngin men itara lunkili ngona yeto register ba wala yeto safe ba.
Lunga minnan tata yento register wolum kilingol.
Well, our names were written down. We were registered on the very day that we went there.
Can you tell this commission what happened after your names were taken and you were registered?
Pri yeto safe fo ye register man nata nake.
Every yento safe nata registration okay. Nata min taraje konne ko ndolbe gannato.
Then after the registration took place, the people who we found there told us that, well, this is where we are.
Inatam tolo bondi en samba hold ni larang be organized.
Then we were taken away from that room and we were taken to another hall where they organized some beds inside that hall.
Before they took you to the hall where the beds were you given any briefing about the procedure of the treatment?
Ni bide sambalo bungo nyingono holo de ko larangol benum damendo fo inata na kacandile ban ka fa itanda la ko nyingbe ko nying abe tamala tenin ba
Ye nata fa ko kurang untara min jara ya je yelo ko no sain bita bor min kala banjunne.
Yes, that was where we were informed that they have tested our blood and they have seen this virus in our blood samples. So we will have to go to Banjul and start taking medicine from there.
Sorry, Madam Witness, just to be clear for the commission, I want us to understand how your admission went on that particular day, because from your testimony, you've indicated that you registered. And when you were registered, they took your blood sample, but your results did not come out on that day. Is that correct?
Sila lafta la puja yesene ya commission ma ya fuja mole ko itara yeto register sain ko itaro nyi kita nyame lafta ka wollo ka ko itara je kabitara je yetara yeto safe narni la kotoboro ina yelo ta kata taste ka jube sai
bara la result manna juna ameta la jannu yana
na result manna juna ko nyalam bare kabiri ye register.
Yes, our results were late to come, but immediately after registering us.
Okay, so what we want to understand is from the date you were registered, were you admitted at the hospital on that same day?
Sila lafta kamen long wala mi digo lumena yeto safe ho lum kin wala yemuta lopta no nyedo ke lande jeba.
Akabili register lumin man nambulade the whole bala kono register dami.
Yes, the day we were registered, we were not left to go home. We remained in that big hall.
So what I was asking is that were you giving a briefing on that day as to how the treatment would be administered and what the procedures would be?
silang commission lafta kamella wala mi de lungu menna ye to safe ye register fo ye brief le wala nyidi fo ye kacandila ban kay tandila ko nyim jaralo nyin ala programme nyim bebe larin tendin tan ibirani silo la ibirani nyina bebe larin tenne fo yo falenda ban
Tawi ye register ye laran dinna ye holo dinna ya be organize laran kiye.
After the registration, we were taken to that hall. They put beds inside that hall.
Wasamo somanda boso nata.
The following day, a bus came there.
Inata fukumbita banyune ngata na borol taje.
Then that was the time when they informed us that we were going to Banjul to go and start taking the medicine.
So, sorry, 1 minute. You are telling this commission that up to the time you were given a bed and admitted, you were not given any briefing about the treatment or the procedure that is adopted for the treatment.
Munde sila ila takafo yi commission ay ko fo wati ben na itata yeto safe ye register fo e laran hodi la pour que la e may kacandi kula wala nyi jaralo nyi ala silo nyi bebe laare nyame mo ke may fenta ndi la man fam faaliye ko jaralo nyi abidani nyi silo la
silo min tandin na ko boro nyi ndronga mira to ko kan fi ngile mbe boro min na gelto
Well,
man na o fonye samu na ta fa ko mbe boro min kala banjonne.
Well, all what we were thinking was that we will start our treatment from Kanifing there, but they didn't tell us anything. After all that, they took us to that hall and the beds were organized. That was the time when they later told us that we have to go to Bandul and start taking medicine from there.
Thank you. So I would also like to tell this commission, did they at any point ask for your full consent that you actually were submitting yourself to this said program?
silang ilafta we ka long fo inata ne nyin kala bang ifon wala son kan ila son do mo kan ngani sena kan ka fo ko sinin de nyin ale kol men sata nyata son tale silam be dum na nyin programme nyin jaralo nyin programme nyin kono tan ali ala ndi nyamen son da be la fo inata ne kacandi wala bang ifon wala kontano kamba
yen kacandi wala to fa ya min jikol ta da ko min gon ni ngaboro ta do rombe kendi alal.
Yes, they told us something like that because we all had the hope that when we start the treatment, we will become healed, we will become well again.
But we
never thought that the time we spent there, it's going to be like that.
Thank you. So you've told us on your statement that upon registration, you were no longer allowed to go home. Is that correct?
Nginin karo kele kabi nginin karo ke fo me bor min ka janne ko bor min ko be kala banjunne sai mota sela sañ fo nga boro min.
Yes, because after all that happened, we asked where are we going to continue taking the medicine. They said that will have to take place in Banjul, but none of us will go home.
So therefore, can you now tell this commission from the date you were registered that they confirmed your HIV status, how the treatment started and proceeded?
Silang faisa fo no commission biril no men na ye koto bo inata na je ko nyin kuran keso nyin abelale fo sa nyin bore nyin ngoni inata na commencer nyaadi le ka du nyin bore mi ngoni ko nyin kono
abin tata banyu yen sin yellondile lotal ko mi assembly mulunake.
When we went to Banjul, we were assembled at a point where we all stood up.
Madam Witness, can you tell this commission where in Banjul you were taken to?
Yal samba Banjul bindole.
Banjul State House konotolam.
This was inside the State House in Banjul.
You may continue.
And then?
Sai inata yentaraje ininche ba mafanta nata yentaraje anala doku nyolu.
Keba majuma?
Ya jam.
Well, when we were admitted inside the State House...
Sorry, a point of order, please. I have noticed that the interpreter asked questions to the witness.
When he said Keba Ma, I didn't know what he meant, which Keba Ma. So
if I may just plead with the interpreters just to interpret what the witness is saying, and if there are follow-up questions to it, I will actually ask those questions.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, thank you. He said that when they went inside the State House, that was the time when the elder himself came out with his workers.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Can you tell us the name of this elder you're referring to?
Niko keba ma ato.
Ya jamme na tana do kunyolu.
It was Yaya Jammeh who came out with his colleagues.
Do you remember any of his other colleagues that he came out with by name?
Nyingol kote ngolo ani menu na raje ada do nyolo ani menu raje fo mo kote soranda ba hakilo zimbe murano ba ato.
Na manke Dr. Mbote ani Dr. Ro fon jaay lambang. Na do kunyolu infantiolu ani Dr. Marat fanan bijele fanan kanajele.
Well, apart from Dr. Mbo and Dr. Njai, plus some others who were in uniform, these are the people who were with him.
Dr. Maria to.
Ya lon temi ni eto kuman lawan kalno ko nyum nati.
I don't know them, but I just listen. If I hear anybody's name called, that's how I will know that this person is Mr. So-and-so.
Nata fa ko mbe boro kumasila lebi.
And we were informed that we will start taking the medicine on that day.
Nata fa ko ala de ma ninga boro kumas jannil lo kum fulan sa kenano la se mulbula.
Then we were informed that if we start taking the medicine that day, before the end of 2 weeks, we will be healed and we will be allowed to go home.
Sa nata boro kumas ka mingolu.
That was the very day we started taking this medicine.
Madam Witness, can you tell this commission how you started taking the medication?
Silam foisa fono commission we nyimbore mi ngoni alnata na kumase nyaadile.
Then ka kumasi mo kuman le kilin ka dumbun kono.
Before we started, we were called one by one to go inside the room.
Dunta bungono yemumo tawelo dila.
When we go into the room, each and every person is given a towel.
Ye kaso dila.
They will give you a cup.
Kopo kono kabini ya di fe bandi mo nata dun kilin.
Well, after we were all given a towel and a cup, we started going in again one by one.
Ni futata ike ura tawelo city.
If you reach inside in the inner room, you will have to take off your clothes and tie that towel.
No sindi will be entambuka salan wala ranka wala kamma ko yen salandi.
There were nurses present. Personally, I cannot climb by myself onto the bed. It is those nurses who help me to climb onto the bed. He himself will come and tell you to open up your 2 hands. Then he will read some incantations and read something into the palms of your hand. He will tell you to rub it on your face. When he is ready, there is something which is inside a cup in his hand. It looks like mentolatum. That's what he will take from the cup, plus the nurses, each one will take some and they will rub that on your body. After rubbing that thing on your body, he will again tell you to open your palms and he will pray and read something into your palms.
Sorry, Madam Witness.
And tell you to rub it on your face again.
If you're comfortable to tell this commission, can you tell us where on your bodies that they rubbed the said lotion in their hands?
Ninga trata kele bulu koleyati. Foisa fono commission we nying boro nying menka do mentla todi. Aka musi balo minto mafanila.
Ibalo mumelen chew because ura hani tulata bukatareba saka safo saka kalson.
They will rub it onto every part of your body because they'll tell you to take off all your clothes. Even a string will not remain on your body. But he will not be doing that rubbing alone. He will do it with the other nurses who were also female with him there. If they are ready, they'll help you off the bed and you will tie the towel again. They will fill that cup with something and give it to you. You will drink that cup full of that medicine in front of them there. That's how I was doing with my baby also. Until one day, my child became very, very sick, seriously.
Sorry, Madam Witness, before we get to that point,
dimbe futala o tembo o dingirato
can you tell this commission how you felt the first time you drank this medication?
silam fo isa fo nonye bire yitata fo nyim boro mingi sinya folo akete fe nyaadi le
sinya folo de boro nyin dintolla amannam batandi.
Well, the first time this medicine was given to us, we drank, but it didn't give us any serious problem.
Alabato nyale min dinna wolu amam batandi bake.
Truly speaking, on that first day, it didn't create any problems for us, but it had a very strong scent.
Can you also tell this commission what effect the lotion that was put on your body and your face had on you?
sila nyim mental out wonye yi mo si inyada bala ni balo bala fo isa fo na na ay mun kole akulle sabu bala
Mentalato nyala ataka nya janle mulungi.
Well, you know, as usual, mentalatum also creates something hot on your body.
Amanke mentalato kensa utifana ayani fendo la nyamide wala asero ko mentalato.
It was not only mentalatum only, because it was mixed up with something else.
Can you tell the commission the color of the said lotion that was rubbed on you?
yim fengo mentalato mulo mem mo si nyada bala ala kuloro nyimbe nyaadi le
La kuloro ko mutala ko nim carton be loringa balaje ala kola be nyami.
The color looks like the curtain just near you there. That's the color it has.
Can you remember what sort of color it was?
o hakilo samura no mun kuloro nyim mun kuloro sifalti fo hakilo samura no kuloro nyim
Awasi mane mbara kola nyimbe mitamun kurne mulunge demandi.
Well, the lotion looks something like Vaseline, but the color is brownish, a yellowish color, something like yellow.
Do you also remember the color of the concoction that you were given to drink?
bori jiyo nyim men fana ya dila pour ya ming ala kuloro nyim fana fo hakilo samura no ala kuloro nyim mun kuloro sifalti
La kuloro ketala ko mutabulo albes nyimbe siru barateng.
Well, the color looks like the table that where you are sitting.
Can you remember the color itself?
kuloro nyim fon fon hakilo samura no la
Sokola munwala.
It looks like a chocolate color.
Thank you, Madam Witness. So continue to tell us what happened after the first day that this medication was administered on you and your son.
silanga fonya beng lum folo nyim men nay tata yenyim boro di tel anila indi maning aftende ya fonya mun nata nage
Inno ni woman naso.
The child refused to take the medicine.
Ya idobi ya kenye ko poko ne ko niftar banto ya ne ya diala.
Then they took some and put it in a cup for me and told me, well, try and cajole the child when you go outside. Try as best as you can for the child to drink the medicine. Then I tried by all means later to give the medicine to the child, but the child refused to take it at all by all means. Then later on, I had to throw it behind the building. Because this is an everyday, is a daily routine. Then there was another type of medicine which they brought called Trrc. And there was another type they call it Jine. Those are the types of medicine which created problems for us there.
Can you tell the commission how it made you feel when you took the medication called Trrc?
silam fo isa fo no commission e birita da fo nyim boro me ka fme chakri anar na mum kole yalle sabu ma
woni o min doron iba min na doron abadne kono janni ba fala 1 hour kono ba o ke mutala o fono.
If you drink this Trrc, by the time it is 1 hour, you will start having a running stomach.
O fono.
Or you will start vomiting.
Can you tell this commission the color of the medication that was referred to Trrc?
yin boro me ka fa Trrc ala kuloro nyim fo isa fo no mole ala kuloro nyim mun kuloro
ya jibe kam ta ko Trrc kam wa fu marché de kam ta non wala dal.
If you look at it, it looks exactly like the type of Trrc they sell in the market. You will think that it is even sour milk.
Thank you. So are you telling this commission the Trrc was also given to you on the first day this medication was administered on you?
Silang ilafta fala commission e lum folo men na yenyi boro di la pour yami o nyin Trrc boro nyin fana wolungo la yenyi boro di la pour yami ba
ani boro folo ngoyin ani Trrc man killing.
No, they are different. The first medicine which was given to us is different from Trrc.
And the name lung killing.
And we didn't drink them on the same day.
So please, can you tell the commission how long there was the distance, the time difference between when you first took the brown medication, the one that looks like chocolate, and the Trrc?
silam fo isa fono mole biriye nyi boro men kamuta Trrc ani men kamuta chocolate ila boro ila wato nyi benyo e nyaadi le men folo mi ngani na fula nyaw men min ila jamfo benyo e nyaadi le
Ben nata ngani folo min setale wosamo kabirin nata na brown one o min.
Well, when we drank the first one, we left and came back the following day. That's the day we drank this chocolate-looking one.
Nata ni brown one o min na ani jine one o nga o min ne fo wata jang.
Then we went on drinking this brownish concoction. Then later on, we started drinking the one called gine.
Sorry, Madam Witness. Can you tell us more about the medication that was being used and referred to as the one for the gine?
fo nyi boro nyi me ka fa jine fo isi kuma fono nya ala ko to bang ika ho nyi me jine boro nyi
Ka fi mi yete jine ni o min. E ka chela ko min ni dolore min.
The one called gine. If you drink that one, it looks like you have taken some alcohol.
Ni ya min nan bun kono fa ni be jila nan ni mo kin na ka ke mo flalde.
If you drink it in a house, when coming out, going down the stairs, if you look at a person, it will appear to you that the person is a double.
Ni ya min ni be na kan drong ala ado ko ni so yar wolle ke mutanon fay fin na isi yesin siranka.
If you drink that one, in fact, it's the soldiers who will help you, get hold of you, and bring you up to a point where they'll put you down on a chair. They'll make you sit down.
Ani ni so ma mutane ka be la fono.
And if you cannot hold it inside, you will vomit everything out of your stomach.
Ni aje ko min ko ya fono le kata do bi ne ya dile ya fa ya min kotake.
And if you vomit, they will go and bring more and tell you to drink it again.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Can you tell this commission why you were given this medicine for the gine?
fo isa fono sila mole muna ya sabu yenyi boro dila ika fi me jine
Amara boro fana mbala boro le kono mi ya lon ka aka jaralo kala.
Well, I think it's one of the medicines that he used to give to people to cure them.
Sorry, I did not hear that properly. Can you
She
repeat
said
it?
it is, she thinks that it is one of the type of medicines that he uses to give to people for the cure.
So why do you think he gave it to you in particular?
sina ite fa kunni mo muna ya sabu ite la mira loro muna ya sabu ya ite fa kunni mo pour yami nyin jine boro nyi
Mbele ya min man kan tedam mati.
It is not only me alone, it was given to all of us.
Thank you for that answer.
inumbara ilo jabiro
In your statement, you have told us that you would be transported on a daily basis from the hospital in Canifing to State House. Is that correct?
ila kuma kan odo membe safiro ya itendi je ko lungolum alala lungolum ikal bulandi motola la yal bondi kan finna lopitan baro kal samba banjul State House
Hade ka ko nyam.
Yes, that's how it was going on.
Can you tell us the procedure of what happened on the administering of the medication on patients once you got to State House on a daily basis?
silang isa fono commission lungolum ni al bondi yal bondi kan fin lopitano yal samba State House bori mi ngi kalandi kala bu ko ngi kalandi nyaadi la jan ni be boro di la molla lungolum alala lungolum nal fata State House
Wadon ka si State House la janna be fintila na wadon ka taraji le kabirin ka tala wado talan sai wado talan wuro ba wado jannin ka boro kuma talan fla suto wado talan saba suto.
Sometimes we go to State House around 7 or 8, but sometimes before he comes out, it will go up to 2 a.m. before he will come out to administer this medicine to us.
So you're telling this commission that you would be taken to to State House 7 in the morning, and sometimes you would be there till 2 a.m. the next day.
Amunde lafta ka fo commission e janko wato do kalbondi be serekunda la plano to talan woro wula somanda aleta kasi State House fo talan fula sudo
waddo fan ka konton jele fan.
Well, yes, sometimes we have our lunch there. It's dinner, only dinner that we have to come back and have dinner.
In your statement, you have also mentioned that the medication was administered twice in each day. Is that correct?
Nungila kumakanga do membe safero do yayi tende ye fana boro mu ngin lungolung sinyafula me ka boro nyindi fotonya
Waddo ni akumata somanda.
Yes, sometimes when he says that we should report in the morning,
Nim futara somanda inka domine janni suto insa domin ngasena.
yes, when we arrive in the morning, we will be given some medicine and we will drink it. Then we stay there until later on, we will be given another type or the same medicine later on. After drinking it for the second time, then we will go home.
How long were you in the said program?
ito darta nying boro mi ngo program o nyingono fo wati jelu
Ngakar fulal kije sabanya ulan setana.
I spent 2 months there. In the 3rd month, that's the time I came home.
Madam Witness, did you feel that your condition improved whilst you were at the said alternative treatment program?
silang ita la mira loto ita kabri nyimboro ta e kumase ka min fayla mira loto ita nyimboro nying ayego tila ba ila ko nying la jata kenda nying natana la fale ba
Anna jata kende aginle katu ita bi banyamin ani fono manta saka kono bayo.
Well, I think it in fact made my condition very bad because HIV is a disease which you have, if you have it, to be vomiting and with a rolling stomach, those things make it worse.
Did you feel that your son's condition improved or worsened during the said program?
silang ila mira loto fanang ila udimma nying ala jata kenda nying fo ala jata kenda nying la fata la bang fo ala jata kenda nying jawata la kotake kala
Nata sasa jele from back fo ya landije.
Well, in fact, he became so seriously sick that he had to be admitted.
About the admission of your son when he became sick.
silang ila dimma nying fo isa fo no commission e wato mena taraje fo asasa ta fo ya landi loptano do kuma fo nyawo ko to ba
Another
It was one night that his temperature rose, his body became so warm.
nata Dr. Mboku manding ngafa enga ina dinu basasarne.
Then I called Dr. Mbo's attention and told him that my child is very sick.
Nata du ya jamme kambun kono ayafai.
He went into the room and informed Yaya Jammeh.
Ko wala sammana.
He said, let's take the child to him.
Wala nga sambaji anata fako ya samba dinu wala tawo to ka dinu lanje dami.
After he checked the child, he said, let's take the child to the children's wing at the hospital.
Can you tell this commission at which hospital?
fo isa fo no mole lopitani jomaro
Banun laptano kono je ka dinu lande ma fango minna.
At the Banjul hospital where they have the children's wing.
Kabirin futara je nata lande.
When we took the child to that place at the hospital, they admitted the child there.
Biye fotili saba fotili nani.
We were there for 3 days to 4 days.
Lungu njango ina tambula murunta je.
Then we were discharged on the 5th day.
You may continue.
enta
Sa in kabirin murunta je.
So when we went back,
After nga boro min seta nata kanifing.
we were given medicine, we drank the medicine and came back to Kanifing.
Atara na nakafoto alatentu.
Then at that time in my association, Alatentu,
Na board chairman nu ke dolti ka fay puta bota UKL.
our board chairman was somebody called Peter. He is from UK.
Sorry, Madam Witness, before we get to that point,
yanin be fo lo tembe dingirato
when you were admitted with your son at the RBTH in Banjul,
bri ye dimma nying muda loptano da ni mo fulo anita fo kunde mo banjul
did they tell you why he was so sick and running such a high temperature?
fo ya fo ende won doctor ya fo ende mun ya sabu asasa da andu ngala jara kende ala sasa nyi seleta fo tembe daro
ala
balakando
ala balakando ika fiwa sutro inata fanne ko me malaria test fanankele ni nata joko may malaria sotole yo borol be dinna.
After they checked the child because of his high temperature, they said the child had fever, and they told me that also they will check him for malaria. And later on, they said he also has malaria, and these medications were given to me.
Thank you. Did your son at any time drink the herbal medication at the alternative treatment program?
Oh, what na soro la jeto bang wato men be ya president wala jarale programme yo fo yidim mani anara na boro min jela bang
Ala yaje mena boro aka minne.
Yes, he used to drink the medicine.
Of okay mener balti de.
But I have to keep on trying to make the child drink the medicine.
Because
after I got this child, the child never drank medicine, any local medicine.
Thank you. So apart from your son, were there any other patients who were so seriously ill at the program that they had to be transported to RVTH for treatment?
Silang, ninga borela indimola. Fongo kotandol soronda jelaba inimelno be programme ko ni ya jamela mbore min programme ko men yalon ko fanan sasata jele fo inata na isa undike samba banko banjullo bitan bato ke jarabang
ante boro wala nyi ko hapunta ba wato min nante bi yewucho ko non ke nyaraji.
No, when I was there, that didn't happen in my presence. But after I left the place, I heard that it happened to some people there.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I think this would be a convenient place to take the first break, and we'll come back after 30 minutes.
Thank you, Council. We will take a 30-minute break. We'll come back actually at 12:30. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Supersonic's money transfer is giving you an unbeatable offer this Tobaski. Your family and friends can now send you monies from the whole of Europe, US, Canada, and Switzerland for absolutely free. Yes! This Tobaski, enjoy our safe, fast, reliable, and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia at zero transfer charges. So your family and friends wouldn't have to worry about transfer charges when sending you monies from Europe, USA, Canada, and Switzerland this Tobaski. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. Support your own. Tobaski just got better with Supersonics Money Transfer.
Watch television in high definition and excellent sound quality. Watch Gambian channels such as GRTS, QTV, Star TV, Paradise TV, and MTA with one decoder, all for free. That's not all. For a monthly subscription of $510, you get 60 international channels from your favorite football leagues, news, African movies, telenovelas, cartoons, and much more. Get the decoder for $2,040, which comes with free installation, 24/7 customer and technical support all year round, and 1 month free subscription for only $510 thereafter. Get the decoder at XCAF Gambia, located at Hendon Court Building, former Dream Park, Senegambia, or through approved dealers. For more info, call 446-1060 or 446-1061. The world is at your fingertips with the XCAF DTD decoder. Hello Gambia, your television experience is
Gambinaɓe mbimi joni kala ko fate fannu télévision ɗo e nder leydi ndi oɗon wawi heɓde ɗum no jiɗiɗon ni weltare e DTT décoda kesso pulmo Excaf antani won de téléji gondi ɗo e nder leydi ndi ko wayno GRTS, QTV, Star TV, Paradise TV e MTA. Ɗiɗo téléji foof goni koye décoda goto te on jobata hen haydara. Mbimi minen Excaf min kaɗani toon tan temedde joyi e buus sappo lewru foof jobata keɓa channeluji 60 gondi caggal leydi ko wayno football leagues, kibaruji, African movies, telenovela, cartoons e goɗɗi. Tikoɗa men o no weeɓi ha no fewi. Ujunaji 250 tan jobata bandiraɓe. Kala caɗele de keɓɗon ko minen garata min fewnano on ha moƴƴa te min kokkon lewru mo ganduɗa on jobata kadi. Kono so on lewru yewti mon kumiso yobde 500 e buus sappo lewru fof. Oɗon mbawi hebde décoder men di to Excaf Gambia, Hendon Court Building to Dream Park Senegambia wonno. Walla kadi oɗon mbawi noddude men e 4461 060 walla 4461 061. Mbimi bandirabam so tawi ko e Excaf.
Supersonic money transfer addani on lawol webungol fi wawon hendade mbodi ko leydi do bengure mon jaraibe jakila sitahibe on dula burado andirede Europe, USA, Canada, kanyum e Switzerland be yobata hay hunde sibe nuldi on mbudi ɓoggol ɓurgol yaajude e sengo nuldugol e hendagol mbuudi ko leydi Gambia ɗo ndeɗo julde donking ɓe nguure mon no wawi hendade mbuudi ko leydi Gambia ɗo e supersonic money transfer iwra ɗon ka Europe, USA, Canada, kanyum e Switzerland ndeɗo julde donking nafitoroɗe ko ɓura andirede Google Play Store maɗum Apple Store joni fitum wawon nafitorade nuddugol mbuɗi ko leydi Gambia ɗo nafitoro supersonic money transfer app on joni fi wawa nafitoragol ɗum ɗo fow jogito ko jeyɗa kon julde donking on weli e supersonic